Pokemon Ult Arts are some of the nicest cards that Pokemon released, especially in the Sword and Shield era, and some of them are really expensive. As we know, the cards from Evolving Skies are insanely crazy. As we know, Ult Arts can go to insane heights. However, not all of them have been going up. Even though we're now in the Scarlet and Violet era, there are some Ult Arts in the Sword and Shield era which have been dropping in price. So now is a great time to pick them up. What are they? Let's go and take a look. Alright guys, so Pokemon Ult Arts, there's some amazing ones in the Sword and Shield era. From in Evolving Skies, Chilling Reign, Fusion Strike, there's a ton of them. There's a ton of them. And we know they're really expensive, right? There's some reaching over $200, $300, $400. We're looking at you, Umbreon, $600. There are some that are just ridiculously expensive. But there are some Ult Arts that have been actually dropping over the past few months, even though some of the other cards from the set are going up. So this is going to be really interesting. So today we're going to be taking a look at TCG Player at some of these amazing Ult Arts. Okay, starting us off, we have the Zora V Ult Art from Chilling Reign. And this one was going up, but it actually has kind of done like a little bit of a 180 and is going down. Now, Chilling Reign booster boxes are getting more and more expensive, guys. So it's actually quite interesting that this is a beautiful card. It's interesting that this card is dropping because it is a beautiful card. Let's take a look. Over the past 3 months, look at this. So it was $66 and it is now down to around $55, $54. This card is dropping. We go back 6 months and it's been dropping. You know, this little boy has been dropping. Did it get a high of 72? Like I say, you're not breaking the bank. We've seen the Blaziken go really crazy. Even the Moltres is going up. A load of the other Ult Arts in this set are actually going up in price. And we go back a year, it did go up. You know, it did shoot up massively. It was around 40. Bang, going up to around 72. And it's now starting to drop, which is interesting because Chilling Reign booster boxes are getting more expensive. A lot of the top end Ult Arts in the set, like the Blaziken and the Moltres, like I was saying, have been going up. The fact that this is dropping is a good sign. If you're missing this in your collection, this is a gorgeous art. I don't have it in mind, and I actually really want this. Chilling Reign has a ton of Ult Arts. This is a great one to add into your collection because it has been dropping. Okay, next up, we're going to be taking a look at a card from Evolving Skies. It's actually an evolution, which has been dropping. I know. Insane, right? Absolutely insane. I actually have this in my collection. I think I've got it in a PSA 9. Didn't quite get the 10. But this is a gorgeous looking card. Anyway, the Leafeon, $57. So this was around 62. It did go up to around 65. Then it took a big dive, okay? Went down to 57. Then it went back up, and it's back down again. We go back 6 months, and it's dropped across the board over the past 6 months. So it's really interesting to see. And we go back a year, we saw the boom, right? The big climb of all these Evolving Skies Ult Arts, and a lot of the big top ones, okay? A lot of the VMAXs have been going up. You know, the Sylveon, the Glaceon, the Leafeon, the Umbreon, the Rayquaza, a lot of them have been going up. The Vs, however, they did go up, as we saw here. They did go up, you know, around $75. But they've been slowly dropping, which is interesting because, as we know, Evolving Skies booster boxes and booster packs are getting so expensive. And they're getting a little bit harder to get hold of, you know, unless you can get them in like the Costco tins. You might see them in other little supplemental products. As far as booster boxes are concerned, not a lot of them around, and they're very, very expensive. So Leafeon V is a very, very nice card. I like it. That's why, you know, I got it graded. But yeah, really good card to get. Now it's dropping. That's pretty good. Next up, we have the Mew V Ult Art from Fusion Strike. Now, I like this one because it features loads of other Pokemon and it's super adorable. And the price is dropping. Let's take a look. $36. We go back 3 months, it was $44. So it has been going down. We go back the last 6 months, it has been dropping even more. We go back a year, we saw a little bit of a jump, right? It was low to 36, went up to nearly, you know, 44, 45. Then it went up nearly to $50, and then it dropped back down again. So it's back to where it was basically a year ago. Now's a good time to get it. Fusion Strike, like Chilling Reign, booster boxes again more expensive. Core rates are absolutely terrible, right, of Fusion Strike. So if you're missing Ult Arts and you're missing cards in your collection, this is a fantastic one to get because it has been dropping, and I think now's a really good time to get this in your collection. I've just recently picked one up myself. I picked it up over here for around, I think it was like £38. It was a pretty good condition one, so I'm pretty happy with that. And we're adding that into the community. So that is a really, really nice card, and I'm really happy to get it. And I think this is going to be a really great card for you guys to pick up from Fusion Strike. Next, we have a card from Brilliant Stars, and that is the Arceus V Ult Art. This is a beautiful card. I'm quite happy to have this in a PSA 10. I did get it graded, came back a 10. Absolutely love it. Let's take a look. $34 again has been dropping. All the cards actually from Brilliant Stars has been dropping. Even the Ult Art Charizard. I was going to add it in this list, but it's still quite expensive. So we're just adding the Arceus instead. We're looking around, 34. Was around 43. We go back 6 months, and it has been dropping. We go back a year, and it's been dropping overall. You know, it did reach nearly $50. This wasn't the most expensive art. Obviously, the Charizard is the most expensive, but this is still quite a pricey card, around $50. Now we're looking around 33, 34. Really, really interesting. I like this card. It is gorgeous. And, you know, pull rates and Brilliant Stars are pretty good. The booster boxes, you know, it was a slight restock / reprint of booster boxes. They did go down a little bit, but they're still on the top end of the Sword and Shield era in prices of booster boxes. So, actually quite interesting, but nonetheless, this is a gorgeous card. Next, we have the Beedrill VOR. I love this card. This is beautiful, from Astral Radiance. $30, less than $30, $28, $29. Super cheap, okay? Take a look, 35 has been dropping over the past 6 months. We go back a year. I mean, it came out around 41, and it did take a massive drop to 27. Went up, and it's gone back down again. So, it's kind of gone back to where it was maybe a year or so ago. Astral Radiance booster boxes, they're not massively expensive in compared to some of the others, but pull rates aren't that great. Brilliant Stars has a better pull rate. Astral Radiance, kind of mediocre. Nonetheless, this is still a gorgeous card. I absolutely like this one. And you can pick it up over here pretty cheap as well. I mean, I've been seeing these sell for around about 20, anywhere between 20 and 25 pounds. So that's actually not too bad. But like I say, Astral Radiance has some pretty decent arts. I think the arts in Astral Radiance look really nice, but they don't have insane value, which I'm okay with that, right? I really like the Dialga. I really like the Hisuian Lilligant. I love the Beedrill. There's some beautiful ones. Obviously, Machamp is top dog in this set, but this is still a beautiful card that you can get for under $30. I think that's a pretty good bargain. We're looking at Lost Origin now at the Galarian Berserker alternate art. And, you know, Lost Origin booster boxes, they're going up. Giratina, huge card, going up in value. Aerodactyl, it's kind of staying steady. But this card has been dropping, you know, $33. We go back 3 months. You can see, 38. Look at that graph, it's dropping. We go back 6 months. And it did go above $40, but now it's dropping even more. We go back to when this card first came out. It was around $48, $50, and it's been dropping ever since. Pull rates Lost Origin, again, because it's alt arts, they're not the easiest to get. But the set is getting more expensive. People are enjoying opening the set to hunt for that Giratina. And this is a nice card to pull. It really is. And it's dropping in value, so now's a good time to pick it up. On the cheap, you can get it for around $30. You're doing pretty well. Over here, this tends to go for around about 30 to 35. All depend on condition, obviously. But nonetheless, this is a beautiful card. And from a set like Lost Origin, so pretty good. Then we have the Reggie Drago VOR from Silver Tempest. Now, Silver Tempest, a lot of the cards are dropping in value. Pretty much across the board, including the Lugia. They're all dropping. We talked about the Alphabet Soup Unknown VOR the other day. Well, let's talk about the Reggie Drago, because this has also been dropping in value. Let's take a look. $22, guys. For an alt art, that is cheap. That is pretty good. It was around 32 only 3 months ago. And let's take a look. Let's go back 6 months. $42. This thing has just fallen through the floor for this. You know, basically 50%. Let's go back a year from its release, and it was around $60. And look at it now, $22 for this Reggie Drago. Silver Tempest booster boxes, I mean, they're, you know, pretty average priced. They're not that, you know, they're not going up massively. Pull rates are tough. You know, it's an alt art. It's going to be difficult to get hold of. This is still one of the top cards in Silver Tempest, only sitting at $22. Like, Silver Tempest is a set where it has the Lugia, which is like the big card, right? And then all the other alt arts are just kind of slowly dropping over time. So, and this is definitely one of them. So, sitting around $22, I think that's a bargain. I genuinely think that's a bargain. I think any alt arts, in my opinion, that's like $30 or less is a pretty good deal. So, yeah, this is a really, really good one to get from Silver Tempest. There you have it, guys. Those are some alt arts that have been dropping that I think are really good pickups right now. Of course, there's a bunch of others which have been dropping. We didn't cover all of them today. This is just some of them. This is what I'm saying. So, in the Sword and Shield, you have some insanely expensive cards, expensive alt arts. There are some which are dropping, and I think they're really good pickups. Add into your collection, especially if you're missing them from a master set or anything like that. And there are some in here which I really want to get. The Zora V from Chin and Rain, gorgeous card, absolutely gorgeous. Chin and Rain has some fantastic artwork, it really, really does. The Leafeon V art from Evolving Skies, you know, it's one of the few arts that is dropping, so it's a good time to pick them up because booster boxes are just ridiculous, right? Muvoup from Fusion Strike, tough pull rates, great cards. It's a good one to get. And the Arceus V from Brilliant Stars, again, another cheap art, which is going to be pretty good to add into your collection. You know, Brilliant Stars booster boxes, even though they have been dropping, they are still quite pricey overall compared to other sets. Then you got the Beedrill, again, beautiful artwork. Astral Radiance, not the greatest pull rates. Astral Radiance has some really cheap arts, which are great to add into your collection. And then you got the Galarian Berserker from Lost Origin. Lost Origin is a tough set to get those top end pulls, as we know with that Giratina. But even though it has a card like Giratina going really high, Galarian Berserker, though, is dropping. So that's a nice one to get as well. And then to finish it off, the Reggie Drago. Silver Tempest has been dropping across the board for all the cards. So up to 50% in the last 6 months. That is insanely good going if you want to get it cheap right now. You know what great cheap full art trainers to pick up for your collection right now. Make sure to click on this video right here. And guys, if you want to watch more Pokemon content, you know what to do. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop me a comment down below. What do you think about these alt arts? Are there any that you want to pick up in your collection? Let me know. Alright guys, that's it from me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, you guys are legends. And I'll see you in the next one.